Hugh Hefner recently died. Now, Hugh Hefner, let's not kid ourselves. Hugh Hefner was a pimp. That's what he was. He was a pimp who, at the Playboy Mansion, what did he do? He brought together pretty young things with rich and powerful men so that they could frolic together like a good pimp, like a good madam at a bordello in New Orleans. You know, that's what the Playboy Mansion was. It was a whorehouse. You know, and I personally don't care one way or another. I wish I'd been able to go back in the good old days, but other than that, I could care less about the whole situation. But my point, let's not kid ourselves as to who he was, okay? He had great taste in music and great taste in literature and especially in journalism, but he was a pimp. And like a good pimp, you know, there are a lot of lessons to be learned from him. I'll do a post at some future point about pimps because I think that they are fascinating and very, there's a lot to be learned from them. Now, that being said, there's something that happened to Hugh Hefner when he was like in his 50s, 60s. He was dating some young thing. He started dating some young thing who was in her, like, she was 20 or 22 or something like that. And she said to him, when they just started dating, she said, "I've never dated someone over the age of 24. And he replied, "Neither have I." Which I find just so witty on the one hand, and yet it's very interesting about what it reveals. Because like a good pimp, he understood women. See, that's the thing about pimps. They understand women. That's why you should pay attention to pimps and study them. Because they understand women, and like any pimp, he understood that a woman over the age of 25, 27 on the outside, after that, they are fucked up and you don't want to deal with them ever. Let me explain why. It's very simple. See, women are ruled by their emotions. No matter how smart the woman may be, no matter how educated, no matter how much degrees she might have, a woman is ruled by her emotions, and she uses her intellect to rationalize what are essentially her emotional decisions. She's ruled by her emotions on a second-to-second basis. That's why no woman can see a plan through for anything, you know, because the hormones get in the way, okay? They make her change her mind. That's why women tend to be indecisive. That's the way it is. Now, that said, you got to keep in mind that women, their prime drive is to have children. See, and as they near the age of 30, as that biological clock starts ticking ever louder, tick-tock, tick-tock, when they hit 30, they're out of their minds if they haven't had a kid yet. I mean, they really are. In the lead up to the age of 30, what starts to happen is that if a woman doesn't have a man locked down by the age of 27, she starts to change herself to pretend to be somebody that she is not in order to land a man. I've seen it countless times. A woman at 27, she acts a certain way and it attracts men. And then they start dating her, and then they start to realize that this woman is not what she pretended to be. She's changed herself and is pretending to be somebody completely different. It's like a Jekyll and Hyde show, okay? Now, women younger than 27, well, actually, now that I think about it, no, let me change that. It's not 27, actually it's 25. You know, now that I think about it a little bit more carefully, you know, after the age of 25, you know, women start to panic about the fact that they don't have a man and they don't have a kid. The kid is the thing that sets the hormones off, the lack of the kid, of course. And so, of course, to have a kid, they need a man. They need a man to provide the resources to have the kid, you know. Let's hope that the guy providing the resources is also the one who provided the genetic material for the kid, but that's not necessarily the case. And we'll get to that in some other video. I owe you guys a lot of videos right now, as I can see. Anyway, my point is, you see, a woman past the age of 25 starts to really freak out about the whole baby thing. So you can't trust a woman over the age of 25 to be presenting to you her actual personality, who she actually is. She's going to be presenting a role to you. The perfect girlfriend, loving and kind and decent. And you know, she's going to go out of her way after the age of 25, and you're dating a woman of that age, 25, 27, 29, 30. They are going to pretend to be somebody they are not. A girl under the age of 25, she's not going to have that hang up. She's not going to be thinking about her biological clock, you know, because the biological alarm clock is not ringing, not yet. Okay, it's got a few years. So 24, 23, 22, they are who they are. You're never going to have to question if the woman is pretending to be somebody who will hook you. The woman that she is at 22, 23, 24, that's who she actually is, okay? So that's why you want to be dating a girl under the age of 25, never beyond, see? I mean, you have no idea how many marriages I know. Guys started, dating some woman, she was 28, 30, married her, and then as soon as he married her and potentially knocked her up, she became a completely different woman, okay? Completely different. I mean, night and day, Jekyll and Hyde, I mean, black, white, or white, black as the night. I mean, just fucking awful. Do you want to be the recipient of that little transformation? Do you want to be on the receiving end of some insane bitch that you dated her when she was 27, 28, and she was this lovely girl? She was friends with all your friends, was super nice to your parents and all the rest of it, and then you marry her, you knock her up, and she goes out of her fucking mind because she was an awful person to begin with. And that's why she hadn't been able to lock down a guy by the time she was 27, 28, 29, and you rolled around. You see? You see the danger of messing with a girl over the age of 25? Because I started this video saying that over the age of 27, but now that I think about it better, just make it after the age of 25, safer. After the age of 25, don't mess with a girl over that age. 25, 24, 23, that's fine. She's gonna be who she actually is, but over that, you never know. Yeah. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to change the thumbnail.